From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaumburg. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab, Nick Martinez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily.
Well, so for the YouTube crowd that might watch this later, the reason it shows a 1-0 win after yesterday, after we won an absolute shootout with the Rays, is because I forgot to save, so that's fun. But I think we might have figured out the problem with Nick Martinez, why that ERA is so high and the whip is so low. That strikeout rate is abysmal. Cutter down and in for strike one. You know, I knew you were going to bring that up. I knew you were going to do that. That was actually when I went to go post the Larkin trade request in the Discord. That was my first fucking thought. I was like, she's going to mention the Casper jersey. That's apparently a fair ball. Glaber sent that all of 6 inches for the first out of this game for Nick Martinez. Kevin McGonigal back after a day off. Dylan Dingler, your DH today. I said back in the main menus, the best lineup that we've thrown out for a game in around about a month. Really, like 1 through 6, 1 through 7 certainly has the potential to do something good for us. So now McGonigal, after a 2-pitch, I don't even know what you'd call that Gleyber Torres just did.
Just underway from Tropicana Field.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, Red Wings franchise later is going to be real awkward now. Ooh. Cutter at 89. Goodness gracious. There's not a lot of velocity to speak of when it comes to Nick Martinez. Ooh, bullet by McGonigal. I was a little bit afraid that was going to just kind of stay up and get caught out there. Doesn't wind up being the case, and a runner on for Dingler.
2 for 7 in the series so far.
Yeah, can't say I ever thought I'd see the day that Dylan Larkin would want to get traded. You know, I know that people don't... You know, sports isn't what it used to be. Like, you know, you used to see guys stay with one team their whole career, like, you know, all the time back in the day. It just doesn't really happen anymore. And, but I thought if anybody was going to do it in recent sports history, I really thought it was going to be Dylan Larkin. Michigan kid, grew up a Red Wings fan, wearing the C for that team. You thought would mean a lot. No, we do play with a pitch clock, but if you hold R2, you can ramble like I'm doing right now. But apparently that means nothing.
Inside, ball 1.
No, pitch clock is on, but when you're at the plate, if you just hold R2 and have the pitches go, you know, pop up there, then you can sit here all night if you wanted to. Not really sure why that got me swinging, but outside of a good old case of ass, that'll miss. 2-1. Yep, works on the mound too, by the way. I was perplexed. I always used to like either rush a pitch or do something to beat the pitch clock, and then I realized that, you know, you can do that, and I'm like, oh, huh.
Here's a 2-1.
Dingler with a bouncer. That one is fielded at second base. Good play.
Play in the hole for the out.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 30,
Yeah. Well, I find that better than
Up now for the Tigers.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring
pausing the
position.
game if I'm
Some
gonna,
guys just
you know,
take it to
ramble
another
for a good
level.
bit.
For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion.
Yeah.
And he's in full
That
speed.
was pretty funny. Yeah, back before the pitch clock days. If you just sat there like AFK for a good while, they just start dunking on you. Oh
Got
wow!
it started a little too early.
Should have been a home run,
And
but
Chris's home run numbers this season are
well,
good
I
enough
did
to
that.
rank him in the top 10 in the league.
yeah, top 10 in home runs in the American League, and he missed a month.
Man at second.
Ball, that's off the plate.
It's just how it's been for Kerry Carpenter these last 3 seasons of Tigers franchise. I wasn't. Now, we did pretty darn well with Riley Green last year. I know we hit a bunch of bombs with him a year ago. I think we were over 50. But, you know, Carpenter, what were we, 1 home run shy of at least tying Barry Bonds
Ball.
for the all-time single-season home run record? We broke the American League record.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's
2-0,
down low,
and it's
3-1.
ball 3.
Good pitchers make
Well,
pitches
base
in
open
big
for Carpenter
situations.
doesn't,
Right here, the middle of the order hitter up, runner in
doesn't
scoring
usually
position.
bode too
He's
well
gotta
about
find a way to
seeing,
throw a quality strike.
No, I didn't. About seeing a pitch to hit here, though.
3-1 is on the way. Right side.
Wow.
Aranda. He takes it himself
Wow.
to the bag, and that'll do it.
That was good.
Now it's the Rays' turn.
3-1,
No score.
chase the curveball
This
low.
is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes.
I'm on the move, making moves till my hit snaps. Arthritis, probably from all nighters. Kicking nothing but fire, but I don't mean palm lighters.
Back now in Tampa Bay. And taking the ball for Detroit, Troy Melton. What do you have on him?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first 3 hitters.
Stepping in, Chandler Simpson.
Well, I know Troy Melton technically comes out of the bullpen, so I suppose he is, by the game, an opener. Certainly not what we're looking to do with him here today, though, and they dropped down a bunt first pitch. It'll roll just foul.
And foul ball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the
Tinker
hitters.
fouled off with 2 strikes on Chandler Simpson. By the say, well, you know, it's, I suppose, better than what usually happens to me. I usually let a dribbler up the middle to break up no-nos.
Nope.
Ooh.
Ball 1.
Tight pitch. Not as tight as I thought it was. That's pretty good. And now
No.
2-2.
Inside.
Tigers in this series have kind of fallen into what our opponents usually do
That's a strikeout.
with, well, I suppose we could take a look at the Rays lineup as I continue to ramble.
And so far this year, this has not been a very
But no,
good
we
offense.
I've always done a good job of, you know, getting to 2 strikes, but just screwing around and, you know, just not finishing guys off. The AI does that to us at the plate all the time.
Digging in.
Junior Caminero with a out in the inning.
Outside low, and it's 1-0.
And
That's
that's-
it. Ball
Raking in
2.
recent games and a big
In the
reason
case of
why
Melton, though,
getting ahead in counts. He's been
you
able
know,
to do that
control's not
consistently,
great.
and you see the results.
Rip,
That's
but
rip
it
foul.
falls foul.
Well, if the cutter really cut, much as I was hoping that it did. Maybe try a
2 balls
splitter,
and a
I don't know.
strike. Here it comes. Tap foul
Oh.
at the plate.
Well, surprisingly there, Caminero stayed back on that. Actually timed it up fairly well. In there, strike 3 and a couple of strikeouts to start off this finale for Troy Melton.
Pretty good out there on the mound because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base.
I have to keep reminding myself in my brain
any distraction
that it is Troy Melton, and I don't know why my head is confusing Troy Melton and Ty Madden,
2 outs,
other than
base is empty.
the same
So
first
next to
and
the
last
plate for
initial,
Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda.
That's a ball.
Aranda ball 1. Oh, boy.
There's a swing and a drive.
Well, right center. Carpenter back to cut that off. Not looking like he's going to have a chance to get it out at second, even with an accurate throw. I don't think that was going to work. Double number 17 on the year for Aranda. That's got to be up there in terms of the American League leaders.
So, runner at second, 2 down.
Well, Rays have had a knack for scoring in the first inning. Hasn't gone overly well for him in terms of the final results, but
see if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on board.
0-2.
The 0-2.
Tried the slider away, didn't work.
He'll see another.
Out in front on that, though. Oh, boy.
In the air, right
Carpenter backtracking. He'll be there to make the play. Yandy Diaz with a good rip, but for the first time in this series, the Rays don't score in the first.
Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Ziggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of
Neither
the
team is backing down.
Making a statement, and for the other, it's about
I'm just going to ignore
respect.
the fact that it is the second inning. The start of the top of the second. Jesus Christ.
Sliced hard but foul.
Laid on it. I don't know why. Green.
One hammer, but
Timed it better. Actually went to the fastball at 93 there. And quickly 2 strikes on Riley.
And the 0-2.
Ball, that's outside.
So remember, whatever Carpenter, Green, whatever their home run totals wind up being at the end of the year, well, they both homered yesterday in a game that we forgot to save, so.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
So just bump those up. If we wind up with, potential record-breaking home run total with Riley Green at the end of this year, just know. Let's be real, though. We won't count it. Even though it should count, we won't. And the 1-2 again.
Knocks that one
Stay
away,
alive.
and we'll do it again.
Expanded the strike zone a good little bit there, but
3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher. Really good take.
That's a tough
especially
take.
with 2 strikes.
after so many changeups too. That one will miss.
Outside edge, and now it's 3-2.
He's just
Green has
missing
worked
some
it
pitches
full.
that- they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good
And
pitches.
ball
is strike,
4.
but so many times pitchers
Not a bad
are
outcome
teased
from the
this
Rays.
last 2 pitches
At
that
least
he's
it's
thrown.
not a
Good pitches, but even better
not a solo
takes.
shot.
So digging in,
It's
Spencer
Torque
Torkelson.
instead, who's
Hitless in the series.
not really doing a lot of anything right now. Cutter got on you fast. Ground ball and a base hit for Torkelson. Well, first hit of the series for Torque.
He was all over that one. Runner in scoring position
Good
now,
stuff.
and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And I mean, having Colt Keith batting this deep in the order, I know we haven't done a lot with Colt as of late, but it really gives you the confidence, like, 1 through 7, I feel really good about our ability to do anything at any time. Which just hasn't been the case. Ever since those injuries started to pile up, man.
The Tigers
And this team was literally carried by Riley Green for almost a month. Haven't had that. We trusted like 2 hitters in the entire lineup. Oh.
And that is out of play.
So now it's all about.
I don't think I mistimed that really all that bad.
Track the ball, block it if you have
Colt
to.
just
as
kinda
far as
missed
just
it,
a late
and it's
swing that
0-2.
maybe you're not sure about, but some way
And a little blooper to the left side. That one's down. Green is headed home. He will score. And Torkelson is up to third. So Cole Keith will drive it a run. Perhaps a little bit of a lucky break there. Didn't really want to send Torque to third here, but it wound up working out. Now, if they cut that throw off, we're in some trouble. Now Matt Vierling. What a day he had yesterday.
Next to hit, Matt Vierling.
Ball.
And all for naught.
The bases with one already in. Here
Of course, Dylan Dingler,
game of the series.
bat hitting behind Vierling yesterday, had 5 hits.
That one fouled off.
Well, his cutter's almost got a little sink to it sometimes. Not a hard cutter, so it makes sense.
The 1-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Shaping up to be a long inning for Martinez. Ooh, called ball. That was probably pretty close.
Runners at first and
Man, my eye sucks lately.
Foul ball
Chase
there.
ball 4. That's nice. He slows that cutter down, man. It does fall off a little bit. Looper, left field. That one is caught for the first out of the inning. Well, we didn't deserve good things to happen to us anyway. Chase ball 4. How it happens, and here's Rogers.
The other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Jake Rogers swings through it for strike 1.
After so many cutters in the previous at-bat, adjusting to that changeup is tricky. And into center, and I think Rogers has driven in a run. He has. Tigers jump out to a lead first.
Well done, drives in.
First time in this series here. Not our usual way of doing so either. Not via the home run. Couple of soft little hits, and now Gleyber Torres.
That clips the corner.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm fairly certain it missed though.
Runners at first and second with one gone.
Yeah, tough. You cannot tell. Gleyber Torres to right field. Unfortunately, though, we're going to hold the runner.
Throw back in, holds the runner at third.
So bases are loaded. One away here in the second inning. 2 runs already home. And now it's Kevin McGonigal.
What you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now the bases loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
How about it, K-Mac? What do we say?
Getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Fouls away the first offering.
Did a play by the ball boy down there. Did not get up from his stool and made the catch. Hit it right through him.
He's looking for a ground
26
ball to
pitch
get a double play
inning
and out of this jam.
already for Nick Martinez. And unless he gets a little help here, it's going to be a good bit longer.
In the air, left field.
Well, he skied it, left field. Decent speed over there. Really just missed out on a grand slam, not by a whole ton. Runner tags up. It's 3-0 on the sacrifice fly from McGonigal.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Next to the plate is the Tigers.
3-run inning, and you never know, we might not be done. We're done. But Tigers lead 3-0 as we get to Nick Martinez.
3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Tigers 3, the Rays nothing. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios.
195 average, no power, only 3 runs driven in for Palacios. And he pops up the first pitch to Colt Keith.
And there's one down.
We like those. We like those a lot.
The shortstop, Ben Williamson.
So next
Oh,
to the
here
plate
he
for
is.
Tampa Bay, Ben Williamson.
It's been a bit of a pain in our butt in this series a little bit here. He swings on the first pitch.
Green gets under it.
And Riley
Takes
Green
it
is
for
there.
the out.
2 down. For how long of an inning we just had against
And here's the
Martinez.
veteran outfielder.
Now, oh boy. Well, finally an at-bat in the inning that's not over in 1 pitch for the Rays.
Comes
Wow.
up empty. That's strike 2.
Talk about tying
Well,
guy
a
up.
chance for a
That was
5-pitch inning for Melton.
And it's
Ooh,
fouled off. They'll do it again.
fouled off. I don't really know where to go. Do not know.
Ball 1.
L1-2. So Mullen's gonna make us throw a few more pitches here.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
I mean, we might have to try the splitter. Hopefully we throw it a little bit
Nobody
slower.
on.
Ooh. What a take by Cedric Mullins. Swing and a
Come on
miss.
and missed, and it's a strikeout.
Well,
And that is
wound
the
up
inning.
working out.
Nothing doing for Tampa.
1,
They
2,
trail
3
it
inning, and
3-0.
still a relatively quick one for Troy.
Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
I did. I don't know if I'll go with him, but maybe. I don't know. I know he said that we were gonna, do that and start to work on that, so we could get a much earlier start in college football 27. Really haven't started to do it yet. So, but I will. Maybe this weekend. Carpenter, first
Ripped on the
pitch,
ground
ground
to
ball,
second.
good ball to hit, but
1 pitch and 1 out.
always been so perplexed on why we are so successful with Gary Carpenter,
Riley Green,
because he's got
a
that
former
that
first-round
swing
pick, and
in
he's
game that
really
is just
turned
like
into
almost
a
straight
nice
through the
everyday
strike
player.
zone. I don't know how we get any launch angle. Ball 1 to Riley. Well, base is clear. It would not shock me to see them work around Green again. So far, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, like, I don't know if we go back to like a themed team like we did with Dega. If we create something realistic but unrealistic at the same time, like Montana.
And that's
There
in
you
there at the
go.
knees for a strike.
Just don't know what we're quite gonna do yet. But we got some time to figure it out.
That one finds the corner. Full count now.
Another tough one. Did clip. I know they put out a trailer shortly before we went live. I didn't watch the college football one. I watched the Madden one. It's just Vince Vaughn. For some reason. I don't really get why. A lot of Vince Vaughn.
Foul ball left side. He'll see
Yeah.
another.
I don't think we're gonna go with the Maine lobster tails. Don't think so. Yeah, there's trailers for both games out now. I said, well, it's a possibility. I don't know, because remember, I wanted to do, and Ash knows this, so it's not exactly a secret. I wanted to do the Kannapolis Intimidators last year. I just could never make it work. I don't really know why. It's almost a year ago. But maybe.
3-2. To the right
Ground
side.
ball forced there, and Green
Over to
is
first.
out.
First two batters
Well, they
retired
battle
here
back.
at the top of the third.
Up next for the Tigers, the first
To get
baseman,
Riley.
Spencer Torkelson.
Two down, bases empty.
See Torque, though.
Next up for the Tigers, Spencer
1 for 1.
Torkelson. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Who did what? Bullet by Torkelson. Hey.
Liner, base hit. And that extends the inning.
No. Have not seen the college football one. I'll do that
Now it's gonna be
later.
Colt Heath.
Oh,
Single to run his first
Bordeaux?
time through.
Cardboard. You know, the YouTube algorithm and just everything content-wise in general and what gets pushed and what doesn't is always, like, so weird to me. Like, I've plenty, because I watched a lot of Not the Expert videos. They pop up all the time just on autoplay on YouTube for me. But by proxy, so does Bordeaux. And I cannot stand listening to that man do anything in college football games. I hate it so fucking much.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Like, he just bothers me.
Well, Chris,
Like,
through the early stages, he hasn't
all of
been
his
very
content,
efficient
like, he
in
talks
terms of
like
pitch
he's,
count.
like,
He's gonna need to get some
in his
quick outs,
mom's
but
house.
He's gonna get deeper into this game.
And, like, his mom is sleeping. So, like, he needs to talk quieter to not wake her up. Like, that's what it feels like.
0-1.
Like, he just,
And that one
he
is
holds
lifted in the
himself
air.
back, and it just
Simpson
drives me
on
nuts.
the
There's no
move.
energy or anything there.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's
Inning
the
is
third
over.
out.
We
One
head
hit,
to the
one
bottom of
left.
the
We
third.
head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 3, the Rays nothing. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Is Bordeaux my newest rival? That is, of course, you know, somebody who has no fucking clue who I am. But I remember back in the first Twitch run, we were always shitting on Troyden.
And that one fouled off.
That was a different era of Troyden, though. Like, he's off the fucking rails now.
Foul ball. To the right
Grounded.
side.
Did that hit the base?
Torkelson steps on the
Torkelson's
bag.
there. That ball looked like it ever so slightly changed directions.
Victor
I am a little bit curious. I feel like that hit the base, but did it? Or maybe it was just a spin on this ball. I don't know. Oh, no. No, so it spins here, and that's where it... I'm honestly kind of surprised it didn't tie Torque up there.
Next to hit for the Rays.
Number 9 hitter, Victor Mesa Jr.
Ball
Ooh,
one.
that was probably a strike. Tail just low. And a base hit here for Tampa Bay.
So
Well, it's what they did so well
When you go
last time out.
0 for 7, 0 for
Well, yeah,
8,
and so that's the thing, is like,
turn
so they
this
already
closer to
have
the
a
season,
monopoly
because
on
that's
the
one thing.
market,
Players wanna
right?
get
For
that first
these
out of the way
games.
so that they feel like,
Exclusivity deals and all that shit. It
It
really feels like they can control who the ones who really make it are as well, by who they do and don't give early access to.
Simpson batting with one down takes a strike.
Always tough to
It's
turn
probably the
some
case. It
speeds
really
like
always
this.
has been the
It's
case. I
harder
mean,
with
we
him coming out of
used to
left-handed batter's
talk about the
box. You really
EA
need
game
something to hit
changers
hard on
all the
ground that
fucking
they can
time.
handle to turn too
And it was
quickly.
always really funny
Swing
to
and a
see
foul
the
out
actual game changers be like, "Oh, we don't have an influence." I'm like, oh, it's literally what you're supposed to do.
That's a
Too
ball.
close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat.
You have
I don't
input
think he'll
that
let the
others
next
do
one go.
not. Problem is they only choose like ultimate team guys, or at least that That was how it used to be, so that's all they really fucking cared about. It's in my opinion, it's how franchise got so bad in a lot of these games, because they listen to the base of their players. There was just all those Ultimate Team type guys.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive.
Really loving the
over
zip
heart
on
of the plate.
Melton's
This guy's been
fastball,
filling
gotta
up the
say.
strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And
Well, I'll tell you what, one hell of an effort from Torque there. Came absolutely flying.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could.
I am interested. I did sign up again for, I mean, I would assume the Madden play test, and all of a sudden the Rays are all over Troy Melton. Aranda will drive it a run, and it's 3-1.
And they cut the lead to 2. Well,
The sphere of influence. Fuck off.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody.
I feel like I should. I don't know if it's possible to skip all the stuff that way, like all the actual superstar mode stuff that you know would in theory want to play, and just head straight to the main mode to see if the sphere of influence is still there.
That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Because that shit was
If you're gonna be
awful.
a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Singing, he's currently
Yeah.
the team leader.
Yeah, your yoga master has something to say.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
All right, I might throw a sinker, try and get a ground ball. Oh wow.
That's ball 2.
Ain't getting a ground ball when you throw it up there. Cutter didn't cut.
Look out now.
That's a really good take.
Well, this is getting dicey.
And that
Oh!
bases.
No, that sets up a really big advantage.
The
in this
takes
game.
that
These
the
are the
Rays
moments
have
when everyone in the
fucking
stadium gets
had
the
in this
ball.
series are driving me nuts. Palacios. Line drive to Green, and the Rays get a run. That hacker shit was just the most ridiculous thing. It's a sports game. I don't need this shit.
This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Cole Sulser.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Leading off, Matt Vierling.
Your teammates are doing the latest TikTok challenge. Do you want to join them? That's a road to glory type of deal there.
Well, these
That's a
Tigers doing a good
So
job.
Cole
of putting the ball
Sulser
in
on,
play,
Martinez
and that makes things
goes
more challenging
just
on the
3
defensive
innings.
side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches
And a ground
that they're
ball.
swinging at.
Oh, bobbled over there. Could be a close
And they get
play.
him out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy.
I don't know if Vierland wasn't hustling on that or what the deal was. I really thought that might at least be close.
Jake Rogers.
He's got all right speed, at least for this
RBI
team.
single his last time up.
So here's Rogers.
Back to right.
Well, this is going badly.
Mesa takes it in
Man,
for
to
the
come
out.
back out with the
And there are two
bats
down.
and have this type
Here's
of a
Gleyber Torres.
start. 2 outs on 3
2.
pitches after the Rays got on the board. Oh, that's rough.
Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Garrett Clevenger.
Well, you knew Sulser wasn't going to be out here very long. I mean, I think he was one of the ones they used to death yesterday. Maybe game 1, I don't know.
2 down, nobody on. This one in
Down
the
the right field line, that will go foul.
That lands
Foul ball.
in no man's land, a foul ball. The 0-2. To third.
Ah, bullet to third. Well,
That's the
clean inning for Sulser.
Down in order go the Tigers, but they still lead it 3-1. Welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
It's another mode as we head into college football 27 that I would really love to see worked on even more, built upon even more as Road to Glory. Now, I mean, we played through the full Road to Glory this year. Played through, well, 1.5 in the first year.
Ball.
You know, sometimes
And,
all it takes is getting to the next arm before.
You know, Road to Glory is at least.
That might be the case today.
I mean, it's far better than Superstar mode. Yeah, remember the Sauce Castillo Road to Glory? We were supposed to go to Ohio State, and then we never played it. I don't think we ever played a game for the Buckeyes.
That's out.
I did see a screenshot of mascot games. I don't think those were in last year's game.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Oh, we should get somebody up for Melton. His stamina's ass. Well, unfortunately, this early, I mean, you'd really like to save your one true reliable left-hander in Tyler Holton for a little bit later in the day. Yeah. Smith, Hannafy, Breesky, those guys. I mean, really, we're not as in bad a shape as I really thought that we were. I don't think I want to go to Summers again. Not in a game where it feels like the Rays might actually be a little competitive.
And
That's
that
ball
one
3.
cutting,
Well, 3-2.
but missing down
I do
low.
fear that the end
And
is
time
near
called
for
a mound
Melton.
visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Probably going to get a stamina increase next time. Out, Green on the run, and he's not going to be able to get it. Just has to cut it off.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Yeah, Melton pitched 8 innings in the IRL version of this game, so
Cedric Mullins.
that
Next
should
to
tell
hit
you
for the
everything you
Rays.
need to know. Mullins
And fouled off.
chased the cutter, fouled back. I don't even know. Did we get a notification that he was tired?
That's outside.
I do hope that they do the Madden college football bundle again. Now, truthfully, I don't know why they do that, because there are people out here like me, and there it is, he's getting tired now.
The 1-2.
Grounded, should be 2, bobbled by Torres, there's no play anywhere.
No shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Just a nice
To
job.
rule that a hit for Mullins, too. I mean, I get it, I guess, because Glaber did have to range over.
Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly.
A left-hander, a couple of left-handers coming up. But none really all that concerning that we couldn't throw a right-hander out there against him. So we're going to put Brennan Hannafy into the game.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Troy Melton done for the day, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length, back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
New pitcher on here, Brennan Hannafy.
He's certainly been one of their
Game number 11 for Brennan Hannafy. Hey, don't forget NASCAR 26, presumably as well.
To the batter now, Nick Fortes.
And that one's going to get down. Carpenter, really the only option is just going to be to cut it off. There's still nobody out in the inning, and it's a 1-run game. Number 8 hitter, the backup catcher, Nick Fortes. First pitch swinging, and finds a hole. I forgot, is the IndyCar game this year or next year?
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Victor Mesa Jr.
Slider in for
now
a
at the
strike.
plate. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Man, out bad.
Rip, but foul.
Real bad.
You want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Good change up, but it missed again. What does it take? There you go.
Got him looking for the K.
There will be no challenge from Mesa, even though he's not pleased with the call.
Playing the infield back, all you're looking
See
for
if he had a
on offense is
case.
simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game.
No.
Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy
No,
can pick you
absolutely
up and come
not.
with the big 2-out hit.
Chandler
In
Simpson
the
got a
box
hanger
as he
sinker
fouls off the
foul.
first pitch. Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
Grounded.
Up the middle.
Should be an out. McGonigal with a good rush on that play. The game is tied, but
Play to get the out.
oh man, we needed the out bad.
Stepping
I really
in,
hope that
ball
IndyCar
for
game's
Junior
good, man.
Caminero.
IndyCar games are like, they come out so few and far between.
That's a ball.
Like, I really need one to stick, dude.
Turned down,
Ripped it.
foul down the
Whoa.
third baseline.
Homer distance, but foul from Caminero.
Man at second. And that one
Angel
fouled
bounce
off.
foul. Come back inside with a sinker. Oh, we got through!
Base hit.
The throw from Carpenter. Not on target, and the Rays will take the lead.
Single. It's 4-3.
Big swing of the bat.
They were begging to run into an out there.
I don't know how he's able to
Second
shoot
day in a
that
row
baseball,
that the
but he
defense
still
is
puts
really
some
letting us down. You think
inside, and he
Glaber's able to make a play a little bit earlier?
pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still
We wouldn't be in this spot, and then that throw from Carpenter, I mean, that
Jonathan Aranda.
we had plenty of time to get that ball there, but the throw was so bad it took away any
He's
chance
off
we
first
had.
With 2 down to the inning. And a big swing,
Swing and a miss, and
just not able to catch up to
really
that velocity.
unfortunate for the Tigers
Just
here,
off
and
the part of the plate.
And that's off.
go after one.
He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Towards first.
Now,
It's
so
just
my
foul.
trust, and I get the NASCAR 25 is a bit of a letdown. My trust in the team behind it is relatively high. They will build on it. They will improve, I
Ball
believe. Grounded.
Ground ball right
Torres. Inning is over, but it's a 3-run inning for the Rays to take a 4-3
Three
lead.
runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 4. It's the Rays 4 and the Tigers 3.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Garrett Clevenger. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Garrett Clevenger pitched in the series opener, left-hander on for McGonigal, Dingler, and Carpenter.
Well, these Tigers doing a good
Sack fly
job of
RBI.
simply
McGonigal
getting the
now
bat
up
on
to
the ball in this
3rd
game,
in the
and
American
numbers back
League
that
in
up. They have yet to
walks.
strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit.
Will
per
it
inning.
stick? Probably
That's
not.
a great recipe for success right there.
Yeah. For sure. There's just so many things about career mode that if I was the one making the game, that I would have done differently. When I play a career mode, having the option to run your own team is nice. For me personally, I want to drive the cars that are on track. I want a silly season. I know it's been discussed time and time again about why that doesn't really happen, but it used to happen. And it's a video game, like, honestly, like, fuck, just please figure it out. But yeah, I would love to be able to at least drive the real cars. Like, the real cars on track every week would be nice. NASCAR Heat did it. There's not any sort of crazy new thing unless it's like just an unwillingness to negotiate that. There should be no reason as to why we can't do it, because it's happened in every other fucking game that you can just do that. And yeah, and then that's the thing. And if it's a big hang up with F1, which I don't know if it is, but if it was, they're gonna be way more fucking expensive than NASCAR is. And I mean, I know teams and manufacturers and, well, I suppose engine suppliers and all that, it can be pretty finicky too. I think NASCAR can figure it out. That's all I'm saying.
The 2-1. Now one miss.
But it was interesting, back in the EA days, you did get a silly season. You got driver retirements. You got people promoted. I think, right?
The 3-1. Slapped hard the
Slapped
other way.
foul hard by McGonigal.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker.
3-2.
Foot down.
Yeah, but we all know how much I played Ignition. Almost none.
Payoff pitch.
And that one will go down the left field line and a fair ball.
Jumps the
Ground rule
wall and
double.
foul
Lead
territory
off
for an
extra
RBI.
base hit on the ground rule double for McGonigal.
Control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base.
That's
Just
funny.
no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
And I mean, hell, I'd take it even if you had to account for manufacturer logic.
Runner in scoring position. No
If you had to,
outs.
like,
Dylan
promote
Dingler
and,
up
you
now
know,
for the
demote
Tigers. He's a catcher
from
by
drivers
trade,
that
but the DH
run those
here in this
current
one.
cars now, I'm good. Like, it's something, right? This is a big spot here for Clevenger after the move to the left-hander did not work on McGonigal.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
And it's a big spot for Dingler because we can tie this game up. Probably our best chance to do so before the two lefties, Carpenter and Green.
Man at second. Swing and a pop-up.
Nope.
One away.
This sucked ass.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder, number 30, Kerry COLTEN.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Kerry.
That'd be great,
Carpenter.
too.
He's grounded out a couple of times.
Yeah, I'd love to just go through the ranks. Like, say I want to drive Toyota. Guess what? Down in the trucks, you got to fucking go to Tricon and work your way up. Work your way into a Gibbs Xfinity. Well, not Xfinity. O'Reilly's car. Before you probably had to go drive for, like, fucking Legacy or some shit.
Tap foul at the plate.
Yeah. Things like that would be so much better than, you know, what they did in 25. Like, now it was nice to see, you know, some random shit that would happen, or, you know, all the Dale Jr. download stuff, and you get fined and whatnot.
Swing and a miss.
I maintain, by the way, I did not deserve the fine for wrecking Norm Bennett.
One out and a runner at second. And we're in the
I think Norm had that coming.
Chopper
Well,
right side.
it's a productive
The runner
out for Kerry
steps on
Carpenter.
first
That's
for the
something.
out.
Up next for the Tigers, the left fielder.
Riley Green has been...
And the Rays manager
Ooh.
making his way towards the mound now. as he
Well,
will
what's
make
the move here?
Garrett Clevenger will depart, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for
So the
Rays,
closer summoned from the bullpen, Griffin Jacks.
Well, this is really interesting for the Rays. Griffin Jacks opened in the, opener of this series. Now, we didn't pitch all that long, but this is an interesting idea. And now, don't get me wrong, I like the Dale Jr. download videos, but I feel like there should be ways for you to tell your own story and not have it... Yeah. If there's a compilation video of, like, all those NASCAR Heat cutscenes, I need it. Because some of them were so bad.
Ball one.
Mainly the truck guys. I remember the truck guys being real bad.
The bit behind with that
98
swing.
from
It's
Jacks.
strike one. 2 outs and a runner at third.
On a day's
As the
rest.
Rays try and punch back down a run.
The Rays are not trying to punch back from down a run. That would be the Tigers trying to do so.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
How about a 90-mile-an-hour sweeper? Here, Riley, fuck you. Oh, see ya. 90-mile-an-hour changeup to follow.
Danger turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
They watching, they witnessing, got a record, I break it like Guinness. Oh yeah, it's top of the league. Oh yeah, don't play with a kid. You know what the time is, taking a risk.
Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Yeah, hey, with some of the extra time we're about to have once hockey ends, and it really is Tigers, Mudcats, road to the show for a little bit. Maybe we revisit career mode. We're still in the truck series, by the way.
Well, these Rays put together some really good.
I drove a cup car in that game on release day, and maybe one time since.
It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game.
So Hannafy is not going to be able to get through this inning, but I would love to see him get Diaz here.
And he swings through that one.
So far, so good. Ooh,
Stays
what a nasty pitch that he just fouled away.
And a ball.
All right, have gas down there.
Swings
Or up there.
For the K. The
Results
heat,
what I wanted. Oh, we
Ain't
ain't gonna complain too much.
And just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front.
Hey, we could also start to think about, you know, because this run from the start of Tigers franchise to the time Red Wings, whenever it ends, when it ends, is so busy. Maybe we bring back some stray shitty game Saturdays, huh? Liner over the head of Colt Key. No. Well, starting your own IndyCar team from scratch, just like, it's not even really realistic. Like, who the fuck just does that? They have to buy it, Delara. Hope for the best. It'll probably be just like a copy and paste of NASCAR 25 in year one.
Williamson in the box again, takes a strike.
In the center.
In the center field.
Pretty much right at Vierling.
He makes the grab.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a dream. I don't feel like it would happen. Let me ride my way up from fucking Indy Lights. Or rather, it's Indy NXT now. Uh-oh.
In the air to left.
Deep fly ball from Mullins. But Hannafy does indeed get through the fifth.
So one hit is all they get. We're through 5. It's the Rays 4 and the Tigers 3. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
Y se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague, se apaga el sol. Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiro el vaso.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
Spencer Torkelson.
Yeah, they have that. It's called iRacing. 0% chance of that happening, I would say. Even though, same developer, same formula. There's no need to put those in two different, or in the same game, though. So, like, yeah. Like, not that hard to switch to a different game. And I fully expect it to play very, very similar to the NASCAR game. It will. Because I said the same thing about World of Outlaws before NASCAR came out. I'm like, it's gonna be the same. Like it's gonna feel the same. There's gonna be aspects that are very clearly the same as that. Yeah, especially with load times in games anymore. Weather delays. What do you do? What do you really do with that? Like, you know, I know people want to see that in games like MLB here. And what is it? It's a cutscene. Like, are they though? Is that a thing? I'll believe it when I see it, because again, NASCAR and World of Outlaws are very, very similar.
No, that's low.
Call ball. Griffin Jack's back out to work. Not surprising. He only threw 5 pitches in the 5th inning.
And that
It's
one
a lifted foul, man.
Just missed. If
Now then,
able to
that's
connect on that,
a build from scratch engine gives me hope, but a build from scratch engine also means expect pretty bare bones shit. Even though they've had years to work on this, pretty bare bones shit in year 1.
Ball 2.
It's like, oh god, guys, we can't do it. Sorry, it's the first year of our game.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
filthy changeup right
Like,
there.
how
Just
did people
pulled the
do it
string.
back in the day? Before DLC. How did they put a good game together?
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I feel like I do need to read this. Proprietary Orontis? Probably said that wrong, engine. Okay. I mean, I don't know anything about that one, but... And I don't even particularly have a problem with Unreal either. I don't think the engine is the problem for NASCAR 25. Oh, he kept that one up. You bastard.
Now the third baseman.
Well, a better chance for us here. Colkey.
Nope.
Just inside with the changeup. No, there are plenty of games that I played and liked on Unreal. It's not an engine problem. It's not like when games were made with nothing but fucking Unity, and every single one of them sucked ass.
The 1-0.
Ball.
I get why. I mean, it's
Rays
fucking
leading by a
literally
run.
free
We're the top half
for
of the
anybody
6th.
to just go try and make some shit. But I mean, the amount of good Unity games out there, it's a low number. At least that I played. Slapped right to short for Williamson.
Positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work.
Hell, I'd take a game coming out when the season ends more so than whatever the fuck NASCAR does. Oh yeah, we gotta create hype for the NASCAR playoffs. And it's just like that's where a lot of people lose interest. They don't care. Not anymore.
Check swing, and he went 0-1.
I need to retire after that. Wow.
Swings through that one.
That's a much different Griffin Jacks than we saw in the first inning of Game 1. That low.
Down.
You know what? I won't even be too mad. I won't be mad if he's not on the cover. Because it's always a really interesting thing, right? Like, when you lose, like, a figure and everyone's just like, oh my god, put him on the cover. But then, you know, you run the risk. People are going to think that you're just trying to capitalize on a tragedy and things like that. I don't need it at all, but, like, I don't know. Watch it be Bubba Wallace. That'll get people going.
2 down, nobody on.
That's ball 2.
Shit, they were mad enough when Bubba shared the ignition cover. No, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't need it. Like, I don't really know what the reason would be for it.
2-2 down. And there's
Ball
a ball.
3.
I mean, there's a reason for that. Let's be real. Now, we can also say Bubba is not an all-time great, of course. But does he deserve the hate that he gets? Absolutely nowhere close.
And ball 4 there, tying run is on base.
Like the amount of times you see, you know, all the people just in the comment section are just like, "Oh, Bubba's in the wall again. No talent. There he goes." And it's just like, I love the clip that Bubba shared recently about his month of May, and it's just like a whole bunch of clips strung together of him getting caught up in other people's shit. Jake Rogers! Tough break.
One left for Detroit. They still trail.
Rays 4, Tigers 3.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Yeah. No, but Bubba's good with me. Hell of a super speedway racer too. You know, and in a day and age where it's just like, oh my God, they take no talent. Well, then why are the same people up front in a lot of those? And that's the thing. It's like with like, say, Denny and Bubba and even a guy like Michael McDowell, like, they're really fucking good at it. Doesn't mean you're going to win all the time. But they are some of the best at that right now. Well, I didn't really mean to leave Hanafi out here still, but we did. Like, mark my words, Bubba Wallace is going to win a Daytona 500.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no.
Well, we got Birch Smith out there in the bullpen. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Now on the bump, Burton Smith.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to
well,
fight
Birch.
back into the game.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Was a lot easier to cheat in those days, though.
And immediately pumps in a
Them
strike
DEI
to the
cars were
left-handed
something
hitter.
different at super speedways back then, and I lived through it and I loved it because you know that was my team, that was my guy. Didn't really fully grasp it until after the fact.
Ball, that's low.
But then again, everybody's cheating back then.
Fortes aboard here at
Hell,
first
everybody's
with
probably
nobody
cheating
out.
now. Just a little bit harder to get away with it. Yeah, I always loved that. If you ever go back and I know we're probably not going to play Road to the Show tonight because we've rambled a lot through this game, but you ever go back and watch, and it's kind of a rough watch if you haven't seen it, the last Dale Earnhardt interview where it's a practice that was aired on Fox or FX or whatever, and Darryl Waltrip is just like, oh, you know, they always say Earnhardt can see the win. Now, you're a smart man. You know ain't nobody can see the win. Uh-oh.
Rips that one to right.
Carpenter should be able to get
Brings
this.
it
He
in.
does.
One down. Throw sails over his head at first.
Gary Carpenter's had a bad night with the arm out there, but that one doesn't cost us.
Now here is
Like his
Chandler
earlier
Simpson.
throw.
He's one of the faster guys.
Chandler
just by pure sprint speed
Simpson.
in the majors.
Her ball misses well away.
One-run game, one out, one on.
He's
Outside,
really
that's a ball.
working him away this at bat. Sometimes take
Just
a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay
Called
away from that
strike,
big
yep.
hole on the right side of the infield.
That's a helmet tap, and it's a smart one.
And that one just
Ooh,
barely missed
way
the
closer than I would have thought it
Keep
was.
both their challenges.
Hot damn.
3-0 down.
Uh-oh, Jesus.
Breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Mercifully, we got a guy up in Chandler Simpson. You don't necessarily worry about hitting a home run off you.
Runner on the go.
Runner on the move. There's a hit and run in that spot. What the fuck is up with these raised ball boys? Why are they making great plays? What the fuck is going on out here?
And a payoff pitch.
3-2, fouled away again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
I have no problem with rain winds. What are you gonna do?
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
It's like I know some people, some certain people, were mad about Suarez winning the Coke 600 because of rain. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Hit on the ground to the right side.
2-ball
Torkelson.
on the first, and we get the speedy Chandler Simpson on an inning-ending double play.
And no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rays 4 and the Tigers 3. Welcome back. The sweep is still in play, but they'll need a late rally to make that happen, Singy.
This is when you find out a lot about
Like,
a club's
in
makeup
terms of
through
controversial
fight, focus, and how
NASCAR
badly they
wins,
want it.
rain
Of course,
winds
I'm talking
are
about
by
both sides.
no means even close to the most ridiculous out there. Knocked my controller off my leg. Griffin Jack's remaining out here, about out of fumes.
That clips the zone.
Yeah.
That's strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The Greg Biffle ran out of gas under caution, coasted across the line, and then parked it in the grass. That one. Oh fuck, who was it? Oh, the Brett Bodine win all the way back in the day, where there was just a flat-out scoring error, and you know, back before the timing and scoring we have now, and NASCAR just got it wrong with their fucking cue cards up in a booth, and then they just didn't care. I love the Darryl Waltrip explanation of that, by the way. It's like, DW, you won a bunch of races. And that right there, that's his first win. You're going to win plenty more.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. Like, you're never going to get rid of that. And, I mean, we're seeing it this year with the Reddick stuff and how his car's souped up with nitrous or something. Now, I will say, to go from winless to what Reddick is doing, especially after the lawsuit, is a little bit suspect. But, we're not going to pretend like Reddick hasn't always had the talent there.
1-2.
What am I doing?
Looking.
I want to lose, apparently.
Punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning.
What are we doing?
What am I doing? Oh, yeah, Reddick had won before, but he didn't win it all last year. And there was the, you know, the pressure supposedly to start the season, where apparently Michael was thinking about possibly replacing him because we should be competing for championships, and then he just goes out and does all this stuff. Yes, Jimmy Spencer. He was cheating for a good while. McGonigal. Oh, fuck off. Get me out of Tampa.
Not in time.
He's safe.
Definitely a tough play.
McGonigal does reach on the base hit. Palacios can't make the play. But the difference in defense between us and the Rays has been so unfortunately apparent in this series.
Dylan Dingler will hit next.
I would expect Griffin Jax does not get the chance to pitch against Green and Carpenter. And for the third straight game, by the way, the Rays have ran a pitcher out of stamina completely.
Right through there for a strike. With a single
I mean, it
base
might
runner because
possibly
of all the
depend
power, they are dangerous
on what Dingler
to
does
tie
here.
this thing up or take the lead.
Cutter at 89. You're not really used to seeing a lot below 90 miles an hour from Jax.
The 0-2.
High in the air, left center field, but I don't think Dingler got enough of it.
And there's 2 down.
Well, perhaps we sit here and hope that they're going to let Jax face Carpenter, because I don't know if he's going to be able to keep him in the ballpark.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Here we go.
Groundouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Carpenter 0 for on the day against the tired Griffin Jax. A little bit too far inside
the
for me.
outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way.
They
around
were
the
both
score and
cheated
tie
up.
this
I think
ball
that's a
game
pretty
up.
known fact right now.
Now the 0-1.
1-1. Yeah, you know, they were pretty rough on Sterling, which is, you know, very unfortunate. Nobody did anything wrong on track in that specific instance, but emotionally charged moment for sure.
This one ripped, but foul to the right.
That is not me justifying that, by the way. Should never do that.
With the
There is
go-ahead
more to
run
life
at the
than
plate. Here, the top half of inning
than
number
sports
7.
that are just out here for entertainment. You don't need to be taking it to serious levels.
Nope. That's inside.
Oh, yeah. As mad as I was when, whatever fucking year it was, the Michigan State trouble with the snap game. They said, I know plenty of people sent death threats to the punter. It's just like, okay. The fucker. I'm sure. Yeah, you're just going to show up at the punter's doorstep. Carpenter with a bullet, but caught.
But he's got it.
Not the first time today we've done that.
Score holds at 4-3. Back here at Tropicana Field, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side.
No,
or
I'm pretty
another.
sure they
Not
do
to
have an
worry,
extra
they're
base
hitting all
hit,
over the
but
field.
maybe they don't? Yeah, they do. Okay. I don't know. Bert Smith back out there to at least eat into this inning.
And that
Ball, that's it.
misses. Yeah, that's ball 1.
We'll get Bo Brieske up. Might as well... You know what? Skip over to Jesus, go straight to Holton. And then also, I always forget to do this when I'm in here
And
the
time
first
is
time.
called
Just
for a mound visit.
call the mound visit, get him
Pulled into
ready
this
as
game,
soon as
so
possible.
They'll talk it over.
Grounded, this to McGonigal.
McGonigal.
Tigers are hanging in here today, but we just can't take this lead back. We got out to the early lead. 3-1. Rays with a 3 spot, and then that's where the scoring has stopped. Glaber for the second time today. That animation has happened to Glaber Torres twice today. The exact same thing, the exact same play. And he's tried to backhand 2 balls over there. Hasn't gotten a single one of them. Oh, boy. Don't leave that up there again.
Diaz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Just missed. Smith, 36 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2014.
I somehow doubt that that is truly the case. Remember, we had to make Burch Smith. High fly ball. This for Green, but playable.
Green.
And there's 2 down. And a wild throw back in. That can have another.
What are we doing?
Also one of these, because we never hit this button.
Next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 3.
Richie Palacios. The fastball from Burch.
Aranda off of first with 2 away. And now the count is even.
I just wanted to get him so far out in front, he pulled it foul. No. And now 2-1. Fastball strike right at the knees. Helmet tap. I feel like this was a strike, and it was.
And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
Okay. All right. That works.
Good job to fight that one off.
Not even close.
The zone, and now 3-2.
Gifted them so many 3-2 counts, man.
Stay focused on the pitch.
Out of the way. Had the runner in motion with the full count, as expected. And another high fly ball. Ball ain't carrying in the dome today as we head to the 8th inning with the Tigers down a run still.
1 hit, 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Rays 4 and the Tigers 3. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. We go to the 8th. Riley Green steps in, league leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also
the league leader in OPS by just a little bit there, Riley. These are Kerry Carpenter-like numbers. As Griffin Jax is still out here.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
You feel like we've got to make him pay for this, right? And Green might be the last chance to do so unless they let him pitch as far as Colt Keith. And Green's going to get plunked. Well, that might force the Rays' hand a little bit here. Game wants to go to a pinch runner. We will not do that in case we need Green's bat later on. Torque has had a good day, hit the ball hard.
Flips the corner, and that is
he got it, didn't he? Yeah.
Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch.
I'll tell you, my eye low lately has been the worst of any pitch that I'm trying to take that I'm not so sure about. Now that was a strike. That I can tell you.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Oh, yeah.
The Tigers with the tie.
So make it 1-2 on Torque. Couple of gross strikes from Jax.
That misses.
Well outside.
Ball 2.
And even as tired as he is, hitting that stamina at about 4 or 5 batters, Griffin Jax still able to touch 89 with that sweeper. And we'll go full.
Tried the sweeper. On this count, runner,
Big opportunity here for
speed,
Detroit.
You got to put him in motion
With Colt
Try to
Keith
avoid a
on
double
deck.
play here, Boog.
Payoff pitch.
And inside ball 4 and a walk to Torkelson.
Pretty much the
So a
last
hit
thing
by
you
pitch and a
want
walk
in
to
arms
start
are
the
great
8th inning here.
passes, especially in spots like this.
That's gotta be
Make
it,
the
right?
team earn their way on.
They're not pulling jacks.
Colt Keith.
I haven't seen a team do this all year where they leave these guys in, you know, so past the point that they are tired. And the Rays have done it in every game. Colt Keith makes them pay. Tigers lead it.
And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A 3-run shot, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 6-4. You can sense it inside the stadium. These fans are devastated.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but we were never down 3 runs in this thing.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early.
We led it
Saw
3-1.
exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not
But
being
we were looking forward to
anxious
this Colt
come out of your
Keith at
swing.
bat, possibly the
Stay
last
on
real
it.
big chance we had to do something against Jax. I would expect him to exit now. Preemptively fade out.
Matt Vierling.
What the fuck are they doing to this poor man? Vierling
One in the air, center field.
with a drive
Mullen
to center
on the move.
field, and Mullins
Pulls it down and he makes
for the
the
first
catch.
out of the inning.
1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, number 34.
Well, at the conclusion of this Tigers and Rays finale, Red Wings and Wild. 2 teams kind of tied together right now in the Dylan Larkin trade talks, potentially. They'll face off in a Red Wings franchise Stanley Cup final. Red Wings up 1-0.
Close, but called the ball.
Another challenge in the inning.
Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved his...
Oh yeah, I'm sure, Boog, I'm sure your eye's that
Second
good.
challenge.
I guess maybe if you got your fancy dancy box up there that tells you what's a strike and what's not.
And now the 0-1.
Rounded from
Short,
Rogers.
Williamson.
Backhanded Williamson
Fires
for
over
out
first.
number 2.
Out number 2.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman.
So who do we have up in the bullpen here? Breesky and Holton. A couple of right-handers up. Yeah. Should have thought about this a little bit more. I think we're going to have to go with Bo. Griffin Jack's about to throw pitch number 49.
Swing and a miss.
Every so often, he can still move that sweeper. By no means his best, but still deceptive.
This one in the
Looper
air,
to the right
field.
side, and it falls for
base
Gleyber
hit.
Torres.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 7.
Turn it over to Kevin
Now it's the
McGonigal.
shortstop, Kevin McGonigal.
Insurance would be nice. K-Max 3 for 3 today.
And first off,
Might have got out in
is
front of
fouled
his
off.
sinker there. Yeah. Hang me one.
This has been a rough inning.
I don't
but
think Griffin
sometimes
Jax knows where
you
it's
just
even
gotta work
going
through it,
anymore.
Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
And McGonigal. He retired for the first time today. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, but the Tigers take a 6-4 lead. And I guess we're going to go ahead and send Tyler Holton out there.
Now at 6-4. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Not shortstop, man. Williamson.
6, 7, and 8 for the Rays. 2 right-handers, so, oh, right, we were actually going to go with the returning, at least for his 3rd appearance of the year, Bobrisky.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Bobrisky.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game.
Or as somebody I used to work with at the golf course said, Bo Brisk. As in, like, the brisk tea. But this is also the same guy who said Tottenham and Harry Kane goated, so...
On the ground,
That, wow, that, I think that one truly did. It probably rolled over the bag, but I do think it at least hit the bag, and Williamson, rather, is out.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay.
That's a really great brisket mac and cheese yesterday.
So important
Strike
to
one
get
in.
ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to...
The Rays just do not bite on pitches down, man. They just do not. High fly ball, left center for Vierling.
Takes it in for the...
Hey, I didn't even realize, guys. It was a Wenzel Perez day off today. We were trying to work towards that. So pair the day off today with the day off team-wide for tomorrow. We're going to be looking pretty good outside of maybe Green and Torque. Which maybe AJ will help us out with a good lineup for the first game up against the Mariners, I think.
Ball 1.
Literally make the upcoming series graphics at the start of every series. I don't remember who we play next. We just saw the upcoming schedule. Backhanded and caught McGonigal. Tigers will lead as we head to the 9th inning. 3 outs away from a sweep.
Back here in Tampa Bay, all set to start the 9th in this one. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
Well, it's quite sad that Dylan Dingler is going to get credited with 2 for maybe even 3 for something series. Yeah, it'll be 2 for 12. 5-hit day erased because I couldn't hit the save button. But then again, I didn't mean to exit the game. That was the unfortunate part. And talking about unfortunate, Griffin Jacks. Let it go. I hoped he hung the sweeper there. It didn't happen. Carpenter 0 for 4 today. Whoa! There's that swing again, man, and I feel like that. It's the same swing that we've done a lot with over the last couple of years, but I've always questioned how.
0-2 now.
That's so great.
Looking for the K, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Gary Carpenter is 0 for 5.
On the outside part of the plate.
I don't know how Griffin Jacks has an arm left. Kevin Cash is cracking that whip, man.
2 outs, base is empty.
2 away for Green, who is also hitless. He's been on base, but no hits today. Walking a hit by pitch. And an opposite field home run. Well, it's number 34 again.
34th of the season, and they add a run. It's 7-4.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So 2 down.
Guys, I didn't even think. We might want to get the, Will Vest stuff, don't we? 2 left-handers, but none that are overly concerning, and then Caminero, so we'll warm up Will. Foul away
foul
Torque.
ball.
How much is
Near the top
enough
of the
for
ninth.
Griffin Jacks here?
Strike 2.
Every time I try to make an adjustment, man, he does something different. Swing and a miss.
Him out swinging.
Down goes Torque and Vest will come on to try and get a save and a sweep for Detroit.
It's now 7-4. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And stepping in for the Rays.
Now the save and the sweep going to require a little bit of help here. We'll call a mound visit and then bring on our closer. But Kenley Jansen hurt. Will Vest.
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Will Vest.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Well, Will is, just our latest closer that blew his first save opportunity. He's got 2 straight successful, rather converted save opportunities. 9-1-2 for the Rays.
Here's the 0-2.
Change up, got him.
That one, it's a strikeout.
Strikeout for Will Vest.
Statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right
Tigers
after the
came
hitters,
into
and
this
3 pitches later,
series
you got one
finale,
out. Tell you
20
what, if you're
games
dugout, you're looking
above
at each other and
500,
saying,
41
"This is gonna be
and
tough to get to today."
21.
Simpson.
I feel like we have to be the best team in baseball. Feeling really good about that. Deep drive to left center field. Veerling with time to run it down. And there are 2
These
outs.
outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game
Now the real spot that you bring Vest on for sure to have the matchup here against Caminero.
Lets that one go for a ball.
That's ball 2.
We got a couple to burn. Up by 3. Feeling pretty good about what we're doing here today.
Didn't miss by too much.
Man,
but it'll
I
stay
can't
above.
see the ball low right now. I suck ass. But you can't take them home with you.
2 down, nobody on.
It's like the Jack Flaherty problem from a year ago where everything is just missing low even when I don't intend it to.
High fly
And a high fly ball
field.
for Carpenter. Shy of the track.
And that'll
And
do
after
it.
getting swept by the Chicago White Sox, the Tigers here will sweep the Tampa Bay Rays.
Tightly played game, got a little of everything, some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.